actually, is Ariana Grande a cheater considered?
Homewrecker.
Then they're not considered. Okay. Hi everyone,
okay.
welcome to Jie Podcast. Today we have such a...
She is a cheater. Sorry, cause she cheat on her husband. What?
Okay, so let's start with our opening. What do Tan Chuan Jin and Ariana Grande have in common? They're both cheaters. Okay, so that's our topic for today. We're going to talk about affairs and cheating. So we've done this topic before actually with Nat Fulmer and Adam Levine. And yeah, it seems like it comes in waves, you know? It comes in waves that there will be like...
Every few months.
Yeah.
One big figure will be like, a few big figures will be exposed for cheating.
Yes, it just comes together. So, I have some friends who watch, but they're not from Singapore. So we are going to just share first what's happening in Singapore. And this is a very, very rare thing that happened at once, okay? So, in a span of a few hours, 4 Singapore politicians were exposed for cheating and affairs, okay? So, it's been a very bad time for Singapore politics just because they had money laundering. Was it money laundering? Corruption. Then they had like about the housing, just all sorts of nonsense. But the biggest one that got everybody talking was these 4 people. Okay, so we have one couple from the ruling party now, which is the PAP, and one couple from the WP, which is the opposition. So in the PAP, we have Tan Chuan Jin and Cheng Li Hui. So, and from the WP, we have Nicole Seah and Leon Pereira. So these people, it was very funny because there was a video that came out of Nicole and Leon holding hands, having dinner. Then they were like stroking each other's hands and whatever. Okay, and then people were still speculating at that time. Was it really them? Was it people who look like them? Because it's just like very, very low quality video.
It was very blatant.
Yeah. So then after that, just a few hours later, it was announced that Tan Chuan Jin and Cheng Li Hui are resigning from the PAP because of an affair. And this is why it shook Singapore, okay? Because this guy, Tan Chuan Jin, he is the Speaker of Parliament. Okay, yes. He was very high, I would say he's one of the more prolific public figures in Singapore. Like the other,
you say his name, people will know that he's from PAP.
Like Leon. Maybe don't really
Cheng
know.
Li Hui, like people.
You tell me Cheng Li Hui, I confirm I'll be like,
I don't
who's
even
that?
know she's in PAP.
I don't know who she is.
Okay,
I really don't know. Because I don't know, most people who don't keep up with politics, you'll just be like, who's that? But definitely Tan Chuan Jin, you will know. So okay, today we are going to talk about things like, should private life affect work? But first, let's give a background. So Tan Chuan Jin, right, and his let's just call her Li Hui, okay, or whatever. He is married with kids. And he has always portrayed himself as a very staunch Christian. And he has gone public many times declaring his faith. So he has even written articles in Salt and Light, Thirst. And we'll mention this about both of these again later. Okay, so and on the other hand, Nicole Seah is also a very prolific public figure, just because she was one of the youngest politicians in Singapore, and she was actually very popular. She was doing very well. 2 kids, just had a baby, and Leon is, I think 15 years older than her. Is it 12 or 15 years? Yeah, there was like 12 or 15 years older than her, and he was her mentor.
Ooh.
He was her mentor in WP. So I think, I don't know lah, maybe mentor, then I don't know,
We
spend
spend time together.
Yes, so that is how they end up having affairs. So out of these 4 people, right, 3 of them are married with kids.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. Do you think the private life should affect their work? Do you think that
they deserve to be fired? Is it?
They didn't fire. They resigned. Okay.
Okay, so do I think that they deserve to quit their
Force
job?
resign.
Yeah. At first I thought like why I was talking about it with my friends also, like I mean it's their private matters what, but the thing is right, PAP has always been very family oriented. They talk about like family, they always encourage people to have a family, and they talk about family values.
Yeah.
So I feel like okay, this is reasonable
that
because they represent their party values.
yes, okay. I agree with you, but I was just thinking because I did go on Jury, right, and I did see that there was like a poll that
Still active.
yeah,
Okay.
the IG stories. They did have a poll on like whether people should whether you vote for them even though they have affair. Because okay, let's say right, the argument was if let's say they're really very good at what they do. And they may be, I don't know, okay, I really not into politics. They may be very good at what they do, but they have affair. Will you still vote for them versus somebody who is family oriented but not as good as them? And I was thinking about that, I was thinking like
What is the job?
politician. Like
okay.
a politician. Because you as a politician, what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to take care of, okay, like in Singapore at least, when you are the most tangible one is maintaining the estate. Okay, let's just talk about like maintaining it. Let's say they're very on the bar, maintaining estate, make sure the safety is good, noise, everything is under control. You don't have like, because there are some estates that are very old and very like, they could be doing better lah. Okay, they just could be doing better. So you would think,
Okay, this is hard. No, okay. Oh my gosh, the ministry, what family, the one for family, what is it called?
MSF, Ministry of Social and Family
Yeah, maybe that
Services.
one I wouldn't lah. But if things like transport, totally unrelated to his private life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this also. Then at first I was also thinking like, oh yeah, okay, maybe I don't know. It probably wouldn't bother. It probably wouldn't bother me because I feel like it doesn't really impact my life.
Yeah, true.
Okay, but out of these 4 people, right, the one who annoyed me the most. Okay, the most is Tan Chuan Jin.
Because he always he
Okay.
spoke out.
I tell you, this guy, right? Okay, so this guy, I went to. One thing people keep saying about him and bringing up is that he's a huge hypocrite. And I went to see, right, the time of the articles when they are published. Okay, so his affair started in 2020. And a lot of people in his party, even Lee Hsien Loong. Can you imagine Lee Hsien Loong knows about your affair?
The most powerful guy in Singapore.
Yeah, can you imagine like Lee Hsien Loong knows about your affair? Confirm the wife know, right? I mean, like, what are the chances your wife really don't know? Okay, even Lee Hsien Loong knows. If it's me, I would really try and hide it from my boss, like Lee Hsien Loong. So okay, 2020, and his affair, and so apparently Lee Hsien Loong told him to stop it, which he did not until now. He still continued the affair. So that's been 3 years. 3 long
the love
years.
is strong.
3 long years. So actually I went to see, right, he actually has a lot of articles written during this period about how much he loved God.
Okay.
And that is something that I feel really, and yeah, about family and like God. Okay, like he doesn't like go around preaching like family first lah, but he does mention, it's like, your deathbed, what were you thinking of, that kind of thing.
Okay.
So I was thinking like, it really pissed me off because I feel it's very sad for Christians and for Christians in general, because
You give a bad image,
this
right?
guy, right, just single-handedly he made it such a laughing stock, a public laughing stock. And I'm not saying that, I want to be very careful when I'm saying this because nobody is perfect. Christian or not Christian, nobody is perfect. And you definitely make mistakes along the way. But the magnitude of this guy's brazenness, I tell you, I was really thinking about it, okay? When I was in this weekend, I was thinking about it. I was like,
Well, you were thinking about it this week, like during the weekend.
no, yeah, I was. Why?
Okay.
Because okay, I'm going to go into this, but because of where I work, okay?
Okay.
Because of where I work, there's a lot of articles that I get exposed to about affairs and mending relationship after affairs.
Okay.
One of the things that really pissed me off about him is how he tells Singaporeans, okay, not outrightly tell, but then how he portray himself and want to advise Singaporeans on what's the good way to live, while he's doing all these things so brazenly that Lee Hsien Loong even knows about it. And I just cannot imagine being his wife in this situation, listening to my husband go out there and telling people about what a godly man he is, while he's doing all these things that I know of. You know, I actually really wonder, right?
Are you getting a divorce?
No, that's not public lah. I don't know.
Maybe they have an arrangement.
That may be it, but whether or not, but the arrangement is still. If he want to call himself like such
not
a
very
devout
Christian.
Christian,
Okay.
that's the thing, because he go and tangle his image so much with the religion.
People will judge him based on the religion.
Yeah, just why?
Okay.
Because okay, I tell you, okay, this Nicole, right, and Leon, right, they're very tiam one. They don't say anything, okay? They are like, okay, you want to have affair, you go and have affair. I feel, to me, it's none of my business, actually. They are the only person that are ruining is really their own family, ma. It's none of our business. So they are very tiam. They don't tell people how to live. They don't tell you this one, that one lah, that this one, that other. So even if they're having affair, to me, I was just like,
Okay.
It's okay lor, like that lor. Yeah, it's just
So,
tea. Yeah.
gossips that you talk to your friend about.
Yeah. But I think this guy, I just feel very sad that he I don't know if I will include this, but even from my workplace, some of the articles that featured him, people find the articles, and people will do this. They'll find the articles, then they will comment.
Wow.
Yeah, because I receive
It's so
notification.
free,
People are, I mean, like, why not, right? If you are at night, you're very bored, you nothing to do, you do that. So, I think that his actions really had a very big impact. And so I asked this from like the wife's perspective, right? I wonder from like the wife's perspective, okay, if it's your husband, right? And he's doing all this, will you expose him to public?
I have his children, right?
Yeah, let's say 3 years he down there靠北靠不, and then you really at home angry, you're very angry.
I will divorce him, but I wouldn't like expose him.
So you would just divorce, but you wouldn't say why?
Yes, because there's children.
No children, eh?
I don't know, but I for sure will divorce. Yes.
You will not. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was saying, right, about this Salt and Light and Thirst. So this actually they have kind of suffered because of this guy, because they took down their articles for a while. When the news broke, immediately they took down their articles, and then people started commenting, and then there was even like blog commentary on like, why this Christian website they go and take down their articles, because they are like, because it's by him lah. And yeah, that's why I say he really has such a huge impact, because after that they released a statement to say that we were really considering what is the best thing now to do.
But it's not their fault.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
They probably wouldn't know. Like, having an affair is not something that you wear on your sleeve.
Exactly.
I don't think
How would they know? It's just very sad. It's very funny. Like, just now what you say, right? Nicole and Leon, they were exposed because somebody actually posted an anonymously
Video.
posted a video of both of them. But Tan Chuan Jin and...
To me, it felt random. Maybe because I didn't go and stalk like all the news related to the two of them.
No,
but
they didn't mention. Because in the news, right, they always mention like, how they got exposed.
no,
Leon
at first
and
they
Nicole.
say the two of them resigned. Then my first thought was, they just don't like the job lah. They just resign. Then after that, another article came out say they resigned because of the affair. Then it's the press that exposed them.
Yeah.
To me, maybe there's someone else that already caught wind of it, and then
Yeah, it's very strange because nobody. I don't think it was like public. Any public information like or like this type of like video or whatever came out that they were having an affair. So then it was like okay, if they don't say it, nobody knows.
yeah, that's like I was thinking like, it's the press that exposed them,
Yeah.
and our press is quite not pro. I wouldn't say pro government, but they work closely with the government.
Okay, so this is very funny, right?
Yeah.
After these two came out, there have been a lot of articles on the internet, at least in Singapore, like, related to cheaters and cheating. So one of the articles that I came across that I thought was very interesting was talking about cheating being the cancer of relationships, cancer of marriages. Yeah, and I wanted to talk more about that because, of course, cheating, we're not just talking about the husband and the wife. We're also talking about the the man or woman, the third party man or woman that's involved. So talking about whatever children that they have. So on TikTok, let me see. So on TikTok, right, there was this video of a man coming back in Changi Airport with his mistress, and the wife actually brought the kid to go and find the husband and confronted him at the airport. So what do you think? You watched it, right? What do you think?
I watched it. Okay, it felt like the mistress didn't know about it.
I don't think so. I think the mistress knew. I don't think because I feel right, the mistress was very nonchalant. She would just walk off. If I didn't know my
you're so
boyfriend,
angry,
right?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I didn't know my boyfriend had a wife, I would
Wait,
gun him together with the wife. I would stand there. I'd be like, you cheat me. I really would, but she was very nonchalant. She just she just take her back. Then she just immediately walk off. She didn't even bother to say like, remember, cause in the video the wife keep asking her like, who are you? Tell me who are you? Then she just walk off.
Okay.
If I'm innocent, I just say lah.
my boyfriend.
This is my boyfriend. I didn't know
Who are
that
you?
I would.
Okay.
So I don't think so.
I think the guy deserves to be shamed. Like, you're asking me what I feel about this video.
Okay, yeah. What do you?
Oh, but I feel bad for the kid that is there.
Yeah, that was the main question. I tell you, this guy is so brazen. He's still there to tell his wife like, why are you making a scene? Don't make a scene here at the airport when the wife was shouting at him. I tell you, this man, the nerve they have, I tell you, the strong nerve, the iron steel nerve they have is just wild.
No, the thing is right. If I'm so angry to the point that I will confront him at the airport, right? I would do other things as well. So I'll confront at the airport. I'll tell all his friends, his colleagues, like everyone. I'll expose him.
Don't you think maybe she asked somebody to come and record?
Could be.
Then it's very funny one because the video there was a
But
video
it was
posted.
from a side view, right? No.
It was, but there was a video of them walking out from the airport, and that is in the same TikTok as her. Who, if let's say it's a random person, right? Will you be go and take picture of other people? How will you know?
Okay.
I mean, like, there are a lot of couples coming out from China Airport. You won't just suddenly go and take your phone and take picture of them. So this is a conspiracy theory, but I was like, if it's not her, then who, right?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I would have done more than that. If I was going to confront him, right, I would have done more than that.
Yeah, I was telling my friend. Never
You
mind.
sound like a very vengeful woman, but yeah, I would have done more than that.
Yeah,
You best believe.
I mean, when I watched the video, I think it might be because she's trying to collect evidence,
Okay.
and because she's so angry, she also decided to post it on the internet.
Okay.
But then, okay, let's talk about the kid now. Okay, she go and bring her son, and her son is a really young boy. And the thing is, while she was shouting and questioning her husband, right, this kid was watching everything, and he was even repeating some of the things that she said to him, like I can't remember exactly what, but he was like, 你怎么可以这样? Then the boy also, he just repeated like 你怎么可以这样? Like whatever. And actually, I don't know. I really feel like very sad for the kid.
Yeah.
I like, wow.
Okay.
It's so embarrassing, right? I mean, okay, yes, you're not the one who cheat. Your husband is the one who cheat. But honestly, if I were to do that, I would feel embarrassed in public, shouting at my husband.
No, but how do you say? Because you were not treated like that, so you were not in her shoes, right? So you don't know the feeling that
Of course, yeah.
yeah.
No, but I feel embarrassed. I think I would feel that way, but the kid, do you not think that yes, my parents did this, but in public, right, to be video and look at everybody in Changi, and then as the kid down there, you are like literally like watching your husband. He first of all he saw his father with the mistress holding hands coming up wearing some stupid couple t-shirt like some idiots. Yeah, but to see that, to really go and see it, right, it's one thing to hear, but really to see that, and then after that to have this confrontation right in front of your eyes. I feel like for this boy, whoever he is, it's just so embarrassing for the rest of his life. Like really, I think for him, right, it's the ingrained core memory already. Really cannot erase one. He need to go for therapy to erase that. And I just think that that's very sad. Even though they didn't show his face, and they, I don't know whether it was intentional, but he was wearing mask.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about like the impact the affairs have on the kids, because like I said all three of them, not all three. 3 out of 4 of them are married with children.
Okay. Will you, let's say touch wood, your husband cheat on you and then you have a kid, will you protect your husband's image?
No. No, I will not.
Okay.
What's there to protect?
No, okay, so some people are so angry about the cheating that every day they talk bad about the husband. Like, I'm talking about this type. It's not hiding the truth from the kid.
Oh. I feel like I can say now that I try as much as I can to not talk bad to my kid. I'll maybe talk bad to my friends.
Yeah.
But I feel like I will not go out of my way to hide things that they have done. Because I can't remember, there was somebody who experienced the husband also cheat, and then they were saying Kim Kardashian. No, she didn't cheat. The husband didn't cheat.
The husband
Not
just do some
yeah, no,
weird
but
things.
he did a lot of weird things. But I remember one thing that she said is that she really tries to shield her kids from, at that age, she tried to shield all the bad things that the husband is doing from the kids. And I don't think that I would.
You will know. They will learn from the internet one day. It's everywhere.
No, I mean her kids are a special case, but normal kids you won't know what. How will you know? But I don't feel like I would go out of my way to cover up the bad things that he has done. The most that I can promise to try, right, is I can try to not add fuel to the fire.
Okay,
but
okay.
I cannot tell you that, I will protect your image. Because there's some people, right, who still feel that this is for the husband or for the wife. But the person who got cheated on should not say bad things about the person who cheated. Okay, the cheater feels like that.
What is bad? If I tell you the truth,
Yeah,
that's
no.
not bad.
Yeah, it's because of that. Because shouldn't tell the truth, especially don't tell the truth in maybe detail. Okay, like details as in like, let's say I tell
I
you.
caught him in bed.
No,
with the mistress.
yeah, something like that. Like, okay, let's say my husband go and have affair, and my kid knows. So maybe my kid knows, my father's having an affair, but my kid doesn't. But I could also know that he is not only having an affair, he is also having an affair maybe with multiple people. I can also say that, he actually spent 10, 20, 30,000 on other women.
Okay.
But my kid doesn't know that. And I know that every information that my kid knows about his father, he will get more upset. What? Can you imagine? Maybe you are down there. There are so many cases of this in Singapore, right? Where the family is struggling. Or maybe they don't have to be struggling, but they're not rich. But their mother, whoever, most of the time father, okay, let's be honest, they're just spending on their mistress, they're just pouring the water out. So, like as a kid, you want me to not tell your kid that you are spending our bank, why we are struggling at this point is because of you. It's totally because of you. And you want me to protect your image and still let your kid think that you are such a good person. I won't do that. I really won't do that. I'll be
I
like,
won't protect.
straight up, this is, I mean, depends on the kid's age, but I don't think to a certain point, right? Especially if they are, I mean, sure they will grow up. I'll just tell them, I'll just be like, this is the kind of idiot he is. I don't know what to say about it.
No, I'll tell him the truth. Yeah, I
Yeah.
will promise. I can try not to add fuel to the fire.
Yeah, the only
but
thing-
whatever he did, right, the kid will know.
Yeah. That's the
Facts
only
are
thing.
facts.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. Or maybe I won't add in like, oh yeah, he's such an idiot, like stupid, inconsiderate, blah 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 blah. My what? But whatever he has done, facts is facts. Right? I don't
Okay.
think it's, and I feel very. I remember at the time when it was like this Netfumer that period, right? People were saying things like the person who got cheated on. So let's just make it simple, okay? Let's just assume the husband is a cheater and the wife. The wife should still, how to say? She should be the one to keep it together for the kid. And I really,
I
really,
think
really,
that
really
is
disagree
a
with
very
that.
unreasonable expectation.
Yeah, I was
Like,
like,
do I not get to have feelings? He can have feelings for his mistress, but you don't even let me feel like anger.
yeah, that's the thing that I immediately thought of. I was like, are you serious? You think on
No.
top of all this, and I still need to maintain my own emotions. I need to maintain the kids'
No.
emotions, and I need to help you look good. Are you mad? I tell you, people just have such high and unreasonable expectations of like their partners. I just don't understand where they're getting this from. I just
If you are
can't-
someone that expect this type of thing, just stay away from me.
So actually there's this very interesting article right today that I wanted to talk about, and then in this article there's this boy, he was talking, and his name is Sam. It's a fake name, but anyway, this boy Sam, they said that when he was 12 or 13, he found out that his father is having an affair, and his father was spending 3 days a week with the mistress. So he was like part-timing as a father and part-timing as a lover, whatever. And he said that caused his mother so much anxiety and depression. And it forced him to grow up very fast. And so I was thinking, wow, that's absolutely crazy. 3 times. I don't understand, right, where people get this nerve. Because I tell you, if he's my husband, right, I was just telling Sam, right, over this weekend, I was like, can you imagine, right, that happened? I said, you know what I would do? I would seriously go and poison you. I would seriously poison you.
No, why you don't want to just divorce me? Then you
I
can-
think there's a few reasons, okay? There's a few reasons why people don't want divorce. Especially if you're the
you
man.
don't pay alimony, is it?
You don't pay any money. You may need them to help you look after your house.
Ah, okay.
Your parents, because I tell some of these people, like their in-laws, let's say my husband's parents, if my husband cheat on me, then maybe he still need me to look after them. Like the one in the TikTok one, she was saying something about your father keep calling me, I know, and then I have to go and look after him, and
the
he's not even my own
audacity,
father.
eh.
Yeah, so it may be this TikTok guy, he don't know whatever he was doing. Then the wife was the one tending to his family. So it may be all these type of reasons. It maybe they don't want divorce for all these kind of reasons. Then why the wife don't want divorce? Also can be divorce is very expensive. It's very long. And one thing I read from the Today article is that finding evidence, right, of your spouse cheating is really not easy. It's really not easy. Because unless you're able to get hold of their phone, and you see all these cheaters, right, they will kind of change their password, they will do all kinds of stupid things, right? You need to, how clear the evidence, whether it could just be a simple text message or you actually need to have like pictures of them.
The video of the airport. I think that is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
good
I
enough.
mean, I don't know how. What is the standard to say that
okay.
this is really infidelity lah? Because that's why people hire PI. But who has the money to keep hiring PI? You only have so much money. Why then PI is not? I assume it's not cheap lah. I don't know. I never hired before, but I assume that it's not. Even $50 per hour, you go and stalk my person for 24 hours. Also, it's a lot of money leh.
Okay.
Yeah. Then okay. So then, yeah.
Ariana.
Let's talk about. You know, I'm very sad. Every time these type of celebrities, right, that I like, then they go and do these type of things.
No, this she has always been dodgy.
I didn't know.
Okay.
know. I really like her songs.
Yeah, a lot of people are very disappointed, and then they say things like, separate the artist from the art, because they still want to keep supporting her music.
Yeah, I, I don't know about that. But I feel very sad because I really like her songs.
I know it's hard. It's hard.
But yeah, I didn't know before today what kind of not today, but I didn't know before this what kind of a shitty person she is. But then the internet has once again dug up and exposed her past for everybody to see clearly. So let's talk about her and her history of stealing boyfriends. Oh, by the way, she's also cheating because she's married.
Yeah, that's what I said. What, like,
Yeah.
basically, her ex-boyfriends were all stolen, snatched from their exes, their ex-girlfriends.
Just
No, but it's not proven. They are just like rumored.
only this
Based
one.
on the timeline, they suspect that she snatched them.
Okay. So it's either she blatantly snatched them or it was like some emotional thing. Then
The guy cheated on a girlfriend for her, something like that. Yeah. But this one is. Both of them didn't say anything. They didn't come out to say anything.
really, man? I thought they did.
Ariana didn't one.
I thought she said that she was don't know where filming and she never see this Ethan for some time and she miss him.
No, she didn't talk about this like this affair scandal at all. No?
I don't know. But okay, so what happened with this Ariana is that she's married and then she announced that she was getting separated only after 1+ year of marriage. She got married. I went to see her. She got married last year in May. Now it's August and she's already separating from her husband, which is very funny. Husband is very handsome.
Not very lah, okay.
He's very handsome. He's like tall and he's handsome.
To me, it's okay
I
lah.
think he's very handsome.
He looks better than the new guy.
Yeah, and
to
so
me.
then this guy suddenly she has this co-star that she was rumored to be seeing. His name is Ethan, and then he's a co-star in Wicked, and he is a new father, married his high school sweetheart, has a baby, 1-year-old baby with this lady, and she is divorcing her to be with Ariana.
I have no comments.
The question is why are people? I think from hearing the history, yes, Ariana is definitely very messed up. But because of her, it exposed all these men who are also very messed up. Like, what are y'all doing? Can you imagine you are stuck with somebody for like 10+ years? You just had his kid and he's leaving you
For his
a
co-star.
married woman.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? Like, and look at yourself in the mirror. Honestly, look at her dating history. Look at yourself. In the
I
mirror.
asked the
Do you
Nicole
think
Sia and the
she-
Liang Pereira.
what? Ask them what?
As in Nicole Sia also, she was like, she's married not too long ago and she just had a kid.
No, I mean like, do you, from this Ethan's perspective, you're married, you just have a kid. Do you really think that she will not leave you for somebody else? Is it worth giving up so much for your 5 minutes of pleasure? She's not going to stay with you. Everybody knows she's not going to
She
marry
got a
this
lot of
guy.
like short term, yeah.
Yeah, she's not going to get married to this guy and stay with him forever and ever. So what exactly are you expecting out of this?
I don't know.
They're just mysteries, just mysteries. Okay. So that was our short rant on Ariana. But everybody knows about her. That I mean, we're not doing like really a deep dive into her personality. It's more of like why.
I keep seeing TikToks about the affair like every day up to now.
Me too. Because people digging more and more stuff.
Yeah.
So
No, I need to know. No, I need like her to address this. I just want to see how she will address this.
Okay, so let's end off with this very big question, which is, what do you think of the advice that not all affairs lead to divorces? Okay, so I saw this from counseling. Here it says, this is, I shall not expose them lah. Okay, this is all public information. I'm not doing some kind of secret expose, but okay, the process of finding peace and rebuilding a relationship after the affair can be very lonely and painful. But what would help could be as simple as providing greater emotional support for each other instead of chiding and scolding when something goes wrong. I tell you, that is so much easier said than done. What could be as simple as, right? I tell you, if my husband cheat on me and you want me to provide emotional support, I'd be like, no.
Go find a counselor.
No. Yeah, I just be like, no. And then after that, another one say, things won't be the same from what it once was, but if you're working from the ground up, rebuilding the relationship, it can be a beautiful process. Which I'm like, it can be a beautiful process.
No, I think if both cheat, then both still want the marriage, it could be a beautiful process.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's not like one
It
cheat.
really needs to start from a equal place.
Yeah, you need to be like,
even ground.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
even ground. Oh yeah, that's true. That's the only reason I could think. Yeah, but if it's just one person, I really don't see how. So there was another thing that I heard, right? That after you have an affair and you patch things up, you can be stronger than before. And
I'll be even more suspicious of him.
I strongly disagree with this. Okay, I've not been married. I've not had someone cheat on me. No, my husband has not cheated on me. So I cannot tell. But I just from thinking about it, right? It just really doesn't make sense. Because you think about any other friendship you have, right? If your friend ever do such thing to you, will you ever tell yourself like, oh, no? Let's say your friend is the one your husband cheat with. Will you ever tell yourself, oh no, our friendship will come back stronger than ever? No, right? Like, why would you think that in your husband's case, that would, if it is your husband, that would be the case, that you will come back stronger? If anything, for the rest of my life,
I'll be scarred.
yeah, I'll be scarred. I can, even if I forgive him, I will never forget that what he has done. So, I don't know lah. Okay, I don't know whether any very magnanimous woman out there who will forgive their husband and really, really forgive and forget, remove the sin from this guy. But I don't know practically, realistically, how many people can do that. So, do you think? Oh, okay, yeah. So, do you think that all affairs should lead to divorce? In your case, do you think so? If any of your friend come and tell you like, hey, my husband cheated on me, maybe it's a one night stand, maybe it's a drunken thing, maybe it's a short infatuation, maybe it's a long time mistress.
I won't tell people to. I know I always talk about divorce, but I won't outrightly tell my friend that you should divorce your husband.
You won't.
I won't.
Okay.
I feel like my friend will know already what they want to do.
You will. Okay, then
I feel like they know.
What if your friend say, I want to stick with him? Let's say the friend's husband got mistress, got 10 children with the mistress. What will you say after that? And the friend say, I still think I can work it out. What are you going to say? Good luck.
No, I need to know why. Why you want to stay with this guy?
Oh, okay, that's true. I love him. I love him so much.
I won't be friends with him.
Oh, that's true.
I cannot think of friends that will say this type of thing
That's
to
true.
me.
That's true. I think I might be too pissed to be their friends.
When I meet one, I will tell you.
Okay, so then this one, do you think you can be friends with a cheater?
Okay, this is difficult because you don't. How do I say? You are with like your friends, right? Their identity is not a cheater. There are a lot of things on
that
top of a cheater. Yes, correct. So it's hard. It depends how bad is the cheating.
Let's not talk about one time. Okay, that's one
like
time a bit difficult, but let's say
correct.
multiple.
Yeah, then it's a bit difficult. But if it's like a one-time thing, yeah, maybe we could still be friends. Like, I need to know what's your reason for doing it.
Okay,
But
okay.
some people like don't those multiple cheaters. Then it's like, oh, I find joy in it. Then there's something wrong already.
A Tristan.
Yeah, like there's something wrong already.
Okay. So I thought about this. Then I was thinking like, yeah, I think for one time I might also be like, okay, I need to hear my friend out. But if multiple, I decided that I cannot flock with these birds because I'm not of the same feather. So I want to be like, no, we are not the same. I feel the problem with friends is sometimes they really do have an influence on the way of thinking, on your thinking, and it's very, very subtle. It can also be very fast. The way that you think of something changes so quickly, And I don't think I want to be friends with these type of people.
Mm.
Yeah. So that is all for
No, I think
today's.
if I'm friends with this type of if I'm friends with this type of people, right, it will make the value of relationship like become like smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
for me.
cheapen
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay. So we're done.
Sad. Yeah, it's a sad episode.
Don't cheat. Okay, so that's all for today's episode. We will see you next time. Let us know what you think. Bye.
Bye.